What's going on, guys? My name is Spooky, and welcome back to... Not welcome back. I'm an idiot. And welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm going to adjust the volume for a spicy second here. Sorry about the sudden silence, but there's going to be a lot of moments in this game where things are probably going to get unexpectedly quiet. Like after I lose a night and then lose my mind. So, as you can see here, I have all 3 stars. Now, like I said before, I have beaten the 420 mode in this game. This game only. I've never beaten it in any other game. But, oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Alright, guys, I'm back on this one, and as you can see, the stars are gone. You saw them there. That is proof, in case I mess something up and I lose my mind. You have the proof, undoubtedly. I have done this before. Alright, and I'm going to prove to you all by doing it again. So, it's time to start with Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, good God, this is going to be awful, but let's do it. Also, seizure, flashing light warning. Don't watch this if you're photosensitive. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Pizzeria looking for someone to work the night shift. First night. Alright, let's do this. But yeah, so I'm playing this one now. I had this later. I have a schedule of games that I want to play. But I had this one later on the list, you know. And I eventually had to move it so forward, or like up to now. Because I realized that that newest game, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, comes out by the end of the year, supposedly.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87.
The bite.
Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with crossbeams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. you can imagine how having your head forcibly pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Alright, so that concludes the first phone call. You notice so I have 3 things to say. First things first, well, 4 things to say. Sorry, I'm a bit... I came up with a bunch of things. First things first is the reason that I just went through all these cameras for y'all is to kind of give people who haven't seen this game before, which I don't know how you haven't, but who've never, like, played the game and seen it much before, kind of a tour of the restaurant. So we have the show stage, the dining area, backstage, Pirates Cove, the restrooms, the kitchen, which is audio only, the supply closets, all the hall cameras, and then that's where I'm at. So, just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown. And when the cameras go black like that, it means somebody's moving. So that likely means that Bonnie has exited the stage and gone straight to the back room. Yep. But because I probably won't be checking the cameras too much in the future, unless it's to check on Foxy and Pirates Cove, which we'll see later on. He won't be there on night 1, but trust me, you'll get to meet him later. That's mostly because I'm stuck on a strategy that I've picked up for doing 420 mode, you know? So, it's hard to break off that strategy. Like, 420 mode was awful, but I'm still glad that I managed to beat it. And now it'll be on YouTube for all to enjoy, so, woo! How exciting. I want to check to make sure Chica's still on. Yeah, so the only camera I'll ever have to... The only door I'll ever have to check is this one. So that's the first thing. I just want to give you guys a tour because I won't be checking the cameras too much because I'm still stuck on that whole 420 method of doing things. Second thing. I'm sorry if you guys hear anything in the background. There's other people in the basement here that are... of my house that are playing, like, games, you know. So if you ever hear them yelling or hear a bunch of moving around... I apologize incredibly. And my door's not really soundproof at all. Third thing. Shoot, I had 4 things to say. The cameras, the audio, let's see here. Oh yeah, the reason that I was rushed to do these, or why I'm doing these now, because like I said, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, the next game in the series, supposedly comes out at the end of this year. So, I need to, like, hurry up and get these games completed and gone through before it's too late. Oh, he's peeking out night 1. That's epic. Let's see. Another thing. I plan on eventually making a video that shows my interpretation of the Five Nights at Freddy's storyline. I'm going to be doing it soon, but I might make it tonight. I'm not entirely sure. I'll make the audio for it tonight, but visuals are something I still gotta work on. Because, here's the thing, here's the issue. Oh, come on. Oh, why am I dumb? Okay, yeah. So the issue is that I had a previous clear understanding of the Five Nights at Freddy's story, you know? But a few recent discoveries have blown away everything that I knew. And that was after watching some of MatPat's Game Theory's more recent videos on the franchise, which brought light a few things. And spoiler warning right now, there's gonna be... No, actually, I won't say it now. I'll say it when I make that video. So, once that video goes through, then I'll say the things that kind of blew everything I knew out of the water. But... I hear somebody in the kitchen. But Five Nights at Freddy's has always been one of my favorite horror games of all time. In no small part because of just how eerie it all is. And for the fact that they keep alluding to some bigger picture in the background, but you gotta piece it together yourself, and therefore it leads to a lot of just creepiness. And that's why I fell in love with the series. I know originally when I found out about it, I just heard about this game that was horrifying that used animatronic characters to come hunt you down. And I just thought, wow, this concept is crazy. I wonder what it's like. And I started looking up like different gameplay mechanics, such as the camera system, how certain animatronics would come to your doorway and your windows and stuff like that. And then eventually I ended up seeing Markiplier play it. And I loved it. It was insane. Woo! Eventually I ended up downloading the game on my phone first and trying to play it there until I ended up getting Steam, which I got Steam, you know, for the sole purpose of playing Team Fortress 2 because I found that game and I thought it was amazing and I wanted to play it. So I ended up getting a Steam account and noticed that that's where people went to get their games, you know, because I was still young. I didn't know where people went to get all this stuff, like how people were getting these games in such detail and how they're recording it on a computer. And eventually I found it. This is the site. This is where people get their games. And I eventually got the Five Nights games, and I'm hooked on this series. Whoa, what? This is like 420 mode levels of active.
Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know.
Oh, they're not.
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Alright. Second phone call out of the way. Got that on video. So you're going to notice I'm going to start really getting into my whole 420 mode strategy here. And basically that whole strategy is Bonnie and Chica will make their way to your room, you know, but you never have to look on the camera for them because they will only enter your room after they've made it to your window for Chica or your door for Bonnie, meaning that as long as I'm checking these, I have security, like I have everything with those two secured. Foxy, on the other hand, will run right in, which is why I have my camera centered on him. Freddy, later on, when Freddy starts moving, he laughs every time he moves. And he does come to your doorway, but the difference is that he won't wait at the door or window. He just walks right in the second he gets the chance. Which is what makes him incredibly dangerous. And therefore, for the 420 mode strategy, what you do is you check both the doors, then close the right door, which is the one that Freddy comes through, check Foxy real quick, rinse, and repeat. So you're seeing me do kind of like a less secure version of that, since I know that Freddy can't get me. But the exact strategy you see me doing here is what I'm going to be doing for 420 mode. So get ready for a whole lot of this. And a whole lot of me raging at Foxy, who, after beating 420 mode, has become my least favorite character in this franchise. My god, Foxy is an overrated bitch. I mean, seriously, I can't with him. I cannot. Oh, he's so annoying. I think my favorite character out of FNAF 1 a character who will always hold a special spot in my heart has to be Golden Freddy. And I know he's never really in the game that much, but the reason he's just so unique to me is because he's just so eerie. Like, I thought he was a creepypasta at first. But he lines up with everything. You know? Whatchamacallit, all other creepypastas. A Sonic the Hedgehog game suddenly going evil, and a black-eyed, bloody Sonic the Hedgehog chasing you and your friends down. A mysterious character with white eyes who appears in your Minecraft world and messes things up. Sonic.exe and Herobrine, which just kind of reminds me how many creepypasta characters kind of focus on their eyes being different, you know? But Golden Freddy seemed like he was fake, you know? And I believed he was. I genuinely believed he was a creepypasta. I mean, come on. A limped-over, demonic-looking yellow version of Freddy with no eyes just appears in your office sometimes, and sometimes alters the posters that you see outside. Yeah, right. Until on my phone, I caught him for real. And in that one moment, I was just like, my little mind was blown. And I actually started, like, researching into whether or not Herobrine and Sonic.exe were real, which they aren't. Well, except maybe Herobrine. I know he wasn't, like, really in the game, you know? But Mojang has kind of put him in all, like, the promotional art, and I think they're kind of acknowledging him as being canon in the Minecraft universe. Like, he's not in the game, but he's something that exists in the universe. Kind of like, the strongholds. You know, strongholds, ocean monuments, desert temples, they all exist, but someone had to have built them, which implies the existence of a previous culture and society. They're not in the game, but their existence is like canon. And I think Mojang, with putting Herobrine in all their promo art and stuff like that, is kind of acknowledging that idea that Herobrine is canon. In the, like, universe of Minecraft, he's just not in the game. Which is kind of creepy to think about. But, anyways, oh, a hallucination. That's nice. Shouldn't have taken all those drugs. But, yeah, so Golden Freddy will always hold a special spot in my heart simply because of how much he freaked me out and just blew my little freaking mind back when I first played it, you know? And that's actually, speaking of Herobrine, that's something that I would love to see in a, future Minecraft update. I know this sounds stupid. A lot of you are probably looking at this just thinking, wow, this guy's an idiot. But I feel like there's two updates that could make Minecraft a whole lot better. One is a cave update. For God's sake, Mojang, please give us our fucking cave update. Please. Jesus, Bonnie. Man. But just one cave update. But another update that I think would be good is a Herobrine update, because it would take players back to those old school days of Minecraft where this rumor of some strange entity in the game was just passed around, and like the old school internet days, and even the old school days of Minecraft, you know? I feel like that would really make people feel like, I don't know, it would just give a lot of people a lot of nostalgia about it. You know what else they should make real? Remember that whole thing where you'd make a portal out of glowstone and put water in it, you know, and all the YouTube videos showed it working, and everybody as kids was like, wow, is this actually real? Does this actually work? And we would all do it, and we'd just be left with disappointment as it did nothing. You know, what if they actually like got in touch with that mob creator, got permission, and actually created that biome? That would be the coolest thing. Or created that dimension. I'm sorry. But, yeah, I knew Foxy would do that. Oh, come on. Not on night 2. Please, not on night 2. Clock. Please, save me. Just not on night 2. Don't you dare go out, lights. Honks of good luck. Okay, there we go. Man, am I doing bad. Ugh. But yeah, 2 updates that I think would be really cool would be, whatchamacallit. Or not 2 updates, 3 updates that I think would be cool is, 1, for a new feature that I think we've needed for a while, a cave update. But 2, I think that, like, this could even be 1 update, like a nostalgia update, where they add, like, old school things from, like, Minecraft or whatever. So, you know, like, fan things almost. So, I think 3 things I could do in a nostalgia pack, you know, is officially add the Aether biome and Herobrine, but also, and I think Herobrine could be something that's like summonable, or maybe even like a hard mode type thing. You know how Terraria, or Terraria, whatever you want to pronounce it. Oh shoot, the call.
I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Anyways, I feel like they should make a nostalgia update. So a cave update and a nostalgic update. So, some things for the nostalgic update. Oh yeah, so that's what I was on, Herobrine. So you know Terraria, how it has like a hard mode? There's like normal mode, like where you beat the wall of flesh and all that garbage, and then shit gets insane with hard mode. Man, I just yawned. That's dumb. But anyways, what if Minecraft had a similar element where there's a normal mode and a hard mode, and in the normal mode you just beat the Ender Dragon, and then you end up activating the hard mode, which unleashes Herobrine onto you, like onto your world. Wouldn't that be so cool if you gave Minecraft players even more gameplay? So there's the whole beating the dragon, and most people have done that already, and so now the additions just feel like they aren't really doing much. It's not adding to our gameplay other than giving us something to just log on and explore real quick and then maybe forget about, or maybe lose, or like use for other stuff. But imagine an update that gave us a whole another like gameplay segment, like more hours of gameplay. I mean, I feel like that would be amazing. But I don't think we will ever see that today, unfortunately. But yeah, so a Herobrine update. Another update that I think should be done, or another part of that update, the Aether part. Oh, Freddy Fazbear has moved. Oh boy. But the Aether, you know, and maybe make the Aether become available after beating the dragon, and that's a place that you have to go to beat Herobrine, because Herobrine is like a demonic thing, and the Aether biome is basically like a representation of heaven. So you have to go to like the reaches of heaven to defeat something that crawled straight from hell. You know, I feel like that would be absolutely incredible. But that's just me. So maybe there could be like a nostalgia or a Herobrine update that added those two things, and that's how that was worked. But another thing I think they should add is add a system. So they have a system where you can easily add resource packs, right? You know, they have that whole resource pack system. I don't know if they have this already, but what about a mod system? One that allows you to more easily install mods into the game. You know, kind of like how Steam has like the Steam Workshop. What if they made a system where you could just browse some like Minecraft Workshop, like some type of thing like that, and just find your mods from there? I think that would be pretty cool, not gonna lie. But someone's getting close. I keep hearing footsteps. Yep, I hear people in the background yelling. Sorry about that, guys. I'm terribly sorry about that. That's... I feel bad. We should be alright, though. You guys can handle a bit of noise in the background while you're watching the Five Nights at Freddy's videos. Let's see, what else can I discuss this one? Oh, yeah. It is, by the time this video comes out, it's officially September. Well, it's September when I'm making this video, so. But it's going to be later in September when this video comes out. Which means it is officially 1 month away from October. The spookiest month of the year and the best time of the year. I'll get more on that in the next episode because I'm not sure how much time I have left to really get into anything. No, you know what? I do have a lot of time. Screw that. Fall. I don't care what y'all say. Fall is the best time of the entire year. Right? The weather is cold but not unbearable, so I can wear a hoodie without getting too warm, yet it's not like I'm going to overheat it. You know? The leaves are all orange and brown and red and eventually fall to the ground. Pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns and Halloween decorations litter everywhere. It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe, man. Scary movies on all the time. Eventually trick-or-treating, and then later on in the fall, Thanksgiving, and people go hunting. And all sorts of just... Oh. Where's Freddy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, where's Freddy? I'm literally, like, my heart's racing here. Where's Freddy? Okay, I'll keep talking, but if I get jump scared by this stupid robotic bear, I'm gonna lose my mind. So far, I don't think has anyone come to my doors yet tonight? Okay, Freddy's in the bathroom, so I couldn't see him because of Chica. I feel so much safer. But yeah, fall, best time of the year. And then Thanksgiving, there's hunting for the people who like to do that. It's just a vibe. Second best time of year is winter part 1. I say winter part 1 because there's technically, I honestly say there's 2 parts to winter. Winter part 1 is, whatchamacallit, the second best. That is where, whatchamacallit, oh, come on, why can't I speak? That's when Christmas is coming around, you're getting your first snow, everyone's excited for the holidays, you get that whole time off of work and school, and it's just an amazing part of the year. Third best part of the year, summer. You don't gotta worry about anything if you're a kid, and weather is warm, things are nice, the grass is green, you know, vacationing type time. now I go for the fourth best time of the year, which is the second worst. That's winter part 2. That's... Nope. No. I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on. But, whatchamacallit? That is where... Like... Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, there, it's close. But yeah, that's where it's like, whatchamacallit? Oh, come on, man. Winter Part 2, that's where it's like you're just getting off the holidays, you know? And now everyone's like bummed because we gotta go back to our daily stuff after such a happy part of the year. And everything's just boring and stuff like that. I'm looking at you, January. Such a crappy month. Then the worst part of the year, in my opinion, is spring. Yeah, the flowers are blooming, but everyone's in work or school, so you can't really enjoy it. The weather sucks, because it's, like, warm cold, so it's got kind of like a anti-fall type weather. It wants to be, like, a mix of warm and cold, but it ends up just being humid and miserable. You know, everybody's done with school at that part of the year. People are probably done with work, too. They're just fed up with it. It's all around the worst time of the year, and I hate it. So, with that being said, now that I've finished up my whole ratings of the year, I'm going to end this first video right here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. That's the big one. And stay tuned for the next video. Bye-bye.